Madden NFL 24, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions under the lights on Thursday night.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Detroit Lions. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out, a familiar face for the other sideline, a guy drafted first overall the year the Rams moved back to L.A., and the face of the franchise really for 5 seasons, Jared Goff. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. They're led out by someone who needs no introduction to these Lions. Their quarterback for 12 seasons and the franchise's most prolific passer with over 45,000 yards and nearly 300 touchdowns. It's Matthew Stafford. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. A first run now for Kyren Williams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things yet. The interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
25 yards that time. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken Lions have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Byron Young there on the stop. From the 35, here's the second down and 6. Here's Goff. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's Goff. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. On 1st down at Stafford. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. Now 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. That's complete to the Porter. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Montgomery. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Goff now to throw. And this will be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Aaron Donald. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, In 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. That's taken on the 25. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Here's Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. Now it's Stafford. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford eluding the pressure right. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, Stafford. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force of completion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were
kick by Marr is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Being chased out left. Going up top for Cup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 2nd down, Williams. Able to fight through one tackle. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On first down, it's gone. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second. Now a give running left with Montgomery. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. Back to throw. Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reynolds. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. Now Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Goff. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. Up the middle. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. To throw on second down is gone. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's brought down. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow.
Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. After the interception, here's Gall. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity miss there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And a blocked field goal. So not only an opportunity missed, an opportunity made there on special teams.
Without a doubt, and I need to check with my analytics guy because every coach we've ever talked to, they always say, if you block a kick in special teams, your team wins 90+% of the time. I've never truly seen that number quantified, but that's how coaches believe.
Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down at Stafford. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Stafford. Forced out to his left. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, he'll step aside. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Stafford now to throw.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Now the timeout will be called. so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Moore. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
This is 1st and 10. One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Detroit.